Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger. Daily market news analysis. What is up? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know down in the comments down below. Make sure to spam the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam that like button. As of the time of recording, Bitcoin currently sitting at $92,700. Having a little bit of a bounce today. Nothing too crazy. We are about to get our close, I believe, in the next 45 minutes. And we'll see where we're going to close today. We said that we wanted to be around here, but by Sunday, realistically, we want to be around $96,000. And if that were to hold true, then my thesis that we're going to get a dead cat bounce to about 104 to 112 is still true. And I've said for the bulls to reclaim this market and say, hey, that was it. This was just a massive, bear trap, excuse me. That was the end of accumulation. Realistically, we need to get back above $112,000. That is where we need to get above and hold it in order to really be back in control. The jobs reports came out earlier today, and it was worse than expected, which is good for the Fed. And we saw a bit of a shift as well. This was at 57% earlier this morning. The expectancy, now it's at 52, so kind of going back and forth a little bit, but it did come down today. It's basically a coin flip, and let me just be clear on what this actually means as far as the price and what this means. Okay, so it doesn't matter if they cut, it doesn't matter if they raise, it doesn't matter if they stay the same. What matters is what the market expects. And what matters is the certainty and the clarity of the market. And right now, we don't have that. We can see them kind of flip-flopping back and forth. And we're just going to have to wait until December and see. Fear and greed is at 11. This should update in the next 45 minutes as well. And then as far as CMC, this is tied for an all-time low for CMC because it's only been tracking it since 2023. But this is tied for the lowest that it has ever been. And the only time, people clamor a lot to December of 2021, which is over here. When was it? Boom, right there. So December of 2021, fear was at 16. And that was the only time. This is the best case for the bears to say that fear and greed does not matter. And I will show you what that looked like. But even so, and I'm about to show you right now, even so, even in this scenario, which is right here, we immediately got a 24% bounce and the 28-day low was in. Okay, so that's what I expect. That's my base case. I have my bull case. I have my bear case. But my base case is we're going to get a bounce here to about that 107, 112, somewhere in there, in that range in the next couple of weeks. And what we're quietly seeing, very quietly, is Bitcoin dominance is falling off a cliff during this time. And I think what's going to happen during this time as well is Ethereum, Solana during this time, as in Bitcoin bouncing to even 103. I think that Ethereum, Solana, XRP is going to outperform Bitcoin during that time. But here's the bull case. If Bitcoin can reclaim 112,000, hold it, Bitcoin dominance continues to fall off a cliff, this could be a setup for one of the biggest bear traps in history. Either way we go, this idea, pack it up, see you in 4 years, boys, I think is dead. Like, we're not going to sit here and be like, it's different this time, but it's still the same as well. And this is what I anticipate our, quote, bear market to look like. A lot of, which is basically November of 2024 into April and accumulate. And we had a dead cat bounce almost immediately. Like we can see where the fractal is basically at where I'm predicting that it's going to go, which is the 200 moving average. So even in a bear case like this scenario would have us making a new low, essentially, probably down to 88. If we were to do this again perfectly. But that, to me, is what our bear market is going to look like. If we start losing 90K, which is the bottom of this range over here, daily bodies below that, in all likelihood, we are going to test the 100 moving average, 100 week moving average, which is down here at about $83,000, $85,000. Let's talk about gold and the Dow Jones and all of that as well. U.S. dominance is over 6%. Good sign. I agree. So happy you said this. I think it's over. So quietly, gold too had a dead cat bounce to the 702 and got rejected. We want to see a continuation of this, and 4,000 is such a big level too. It's okay to chop in here, and in all reality, this is textbook distribution. This is really what I expect out of gold, to be honest with you. But if we really want to fall and get things going quickly, if we start putting in new lows, that could really be good as well. Silver, same thing. Silver made a double top and got rejected again, which kind of is, indicative of my thesis that, hey, we're starting to see rotation of capital in the markets. Now, the one thing that's concerning too, this crash hasn't just been crypto. It's been gold. It's been the Dow Jones, the stock market, everything. So here's the kind of the line in the sand for the stock market, the S&P 500 here. I don't want to see 65.57 being taken out. We want to see this as support bouncing off of the 100 moving average. That would be really good. But if we start taking that out, we might have some work ahead of us. And what else do we got? Someone said dominance, USD dominance is at 6%. Yeah, which is really good. And by the way, like, here's the thing too of like why it really is. So right here, I have the total number of US dollar token in circulation. And people are calling for all these crazy numbers, 38K, 40,000, whatever. To me, it's just like, it's a fundamental practical, like, it's fun to say these numbers, sure. But then when you think about it fundamentally and practically, even just for a second, the last time we were at 38K, the amount of circulating tether was 80 billion circulating tether. It is now at 184 billion circulating tether. Okay, so not only do you need to go lower, the inflation is half of what it used to be for Bitcoin. The inflation on the dollar is double what it was the last time we were there. There wasn't a BlackRock buying ETF. There wasn't a MicroStrategy ETF. There wasn't a Fidelity, a Chase, Charles Schwab. There wasn't a Bitcoin strategic reserve in Texas, Arizona. There wasn't a Bitcoin strategic reserve in the United States. None of these things were taking place. Okay? And then Tether itself has 100 billion more supply. Okay, so where is the selling pressure coming from if they've inflated the dollar, if they've inflated the tether, if the inflation on the dollar is double, the inflation on Bitcoin is half? I don't think fundamentally there is a scenario where we get below 69K. And that would be, the absolute worst case scenario to me. But in all reality, probably 80 to 90. I don't think it's going to be this like pack it up and see you in 4 years. I think it's like pack it up and see you in 3 months, really. And realistically, we're already a month deep into it. Maybe two. Where are we at here? Realistically, we're already a month deep into it. 41 days. So we're a month and a half deep into this. So that's kind of my thoughts on things right now. We'll take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's been holding up pretty well. To me, it's on the 7th wave. It kind of filled out this wick here. On the 5-hour chart, we have the bullish divergence on Bitcoin. We have the bullish divergence on Ethereum as well. And I expect Ethereum to test the top of this as well on the 5-hour, which is about 3,700. And that's going to be a battle. And then, you know, the 100 is up here at 42. So Ethereum quietly has been performing pretty good comparatively to Bitcoin. So we want to see Bitcoin dominance continue to fall, and that would be in the right direction. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the market. Bitcoin dominance has me very encouraged. The S&P has me concerned. So there's conflicting pieces of data, but ultimately I really think it just boils down to this right here. Like and again, I'm going to say it one more time. It does not matter if the Fed cuts, if the Fed hikes, if the Fed stays the same. That doesn't matter. What matters is the uncertainty in the market. That's why we're getting negative price action, not only in crypto, but in gold, silver, the stocks, the Dow Jones, the Russell, everything. It's because the market is uncertain. 1 month ago, it had it at a 93% probability that we would be cutting in December. Now it is 47%. It's basically a coin flip whether or not we're going to cut or not. So that to me is the fundamental thing that's going on as to why oh, 1 second, guys. Thank you for telling me my camera just died. I'm gonna fix my camera, but while we do that, we're gonna go ahead and play the sponsor for today's video. Real quick, I want to thank my sponsor for today's video, Stargate. Stargate is one of the best platforms to earn yield on your VeChain. It's as simple as connect your wallet, stake your VeChain, and earn rewards in VTHO. It's that easy. VeChain has some of the best partnerships in all of the cryptocurrency space. So if you want to start earning yield on your VeChain now, head over to Stargate. You can use my link in the description. Thank you, Stargate, for sponsoring this live stream. Alrighty. There we go. Video is muted. All right. Are we sure? Couldn't switch. Oh, what in the world? All right. Why doesn't it? So that's so weird. It doesn't let me just like. I see. All right. I got to do this one more time here. Where is. We're going to add this. We're going to play this real quick. This is about... Where is my... What's this under? OBS? Okay. Why did it do that? That's so weird. Alright, I gotta do this one more time, guys. Sorry. Gotta get my life together. Real quick, I want to thank my sponsor for today's video, Stargate. Stargate is one of the best platforms to earn yield on your VeChain. It's as simple as connect your wallet, stake your VeChain, and earn rewards in VTHO. It's that easy. VeChain has some of the best partnerships in all of the cryptocurrency space. So if you want to start earning yield on your VeChain now, head over to Stargate. You can use my link in the description. Thank you, Stargate, for sponsoring this live stream. There you go. Thank you, Stargate, for sponsoring this live stream. All right, let's get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns. We'll start on YouTube. Good evening, brother. Sup? Can you look at Chronos? I got you. Yo, what's good, Ski? Beard is gone. The beard is gone. What was the deal for you to shave? 95 daily body clothes. Hey, pretty ski. Any targets for ETH? 3,700 in the medium term. When do you think we're going to get a new Bitcoin top? Probably 2026. Who is this millennial to took over Ski's account? I am a millennial. Bitcoin cream, rise to the top.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
The bearded ski will kick Ski's ass. 100%, bro. I tried to deadlift 495 today, and I couldn't get it. And it was because I didn't have my beard. Rose and H&T. My targets are still the same. It just might take longer. Like your new look. I appreciate it. Ski, are we scooting? We're scooting, bro. All right, let's check out the comments on TikTok. Calvin said if it closed under 93 today, all bad. To me, it's 90. Closing daily body under 90. Not all bad, but just more down. Why December, January? ICP. Do you do crypto options, futures? I do crypto futures. Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know anything. Okay, bro. Well, let me know of another account that was publicly bullish November 2022 when Bitcoin was at 16K. You let me know, bro. Did I shave? No. I haven't shaved. Damn, lost the beer bet. And I'm a man of my word. What do you think of Alvarez? Alvarez is solid. What's a realistic target for Solnick? 10 cents. Alvarez is good. I think Alvarez is a solid dude. Is it a good time to buy ETH? Well, here's my thoughts. Like, if Bitcoin was good at 126, it's good at 90. If Ethereum was good at $5,000, it's good at $3,100. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a consumer's mindset when it comes to cryptocurrency. And what do I mean by that? It's like, we all understand if we go to the mall and there's a 30-40% sale, that's a good deal. It's the same product. It's the same CEO. They're not making a lesser product. But when we do it with crypto, it's just like it's the end of the world. And we need to capitulate and panic. But realistically, there's good deals all around us. New beard time. I just realized Bitcoin stands for but the cream. I think it's crazy Bitcoin have so much energy. They want to liquidate us all. The RSI on the monthly, not even near oversold. I don't know about that. Oh, actually, you might be right. You're right. Okay, I'm thinking of the weekly. It's neutral on the monthly. Neutral on the monthly. On the weekly, we are oversold a bit at this point. We're at 38, so slightly. This is Ethereum. Let me go back to Bitcoin. I lied. We're at 34 on the weekly, so getting pretty oversold on the weekly. On the daily, we're definitely getting oversold at this point. 20 on the RSI, the lowest we've been since February. The time before that was July of 2024. Bullish or bear? Crab. Up or down? Crab. Up or down? Everyone's team bull, everyone's team bear. No one is team crab. Nobody is team crab. Says, dude, I didn't even recognize you clean shaven. Starting tonight, I'm a man of my word. Accumulate the boring chop. Almost everything is calling for a short squeeze, but hasn't happened yet. Any reason why? Who is calling for that? What do you think about H-bar? H-bar is on my short list of if we're going into a 17-year bear market, here's what I'll be accumulating in a 17-year bear market. I don't think that we're doing that. We'll be lucky to get 17 weeks. But just like plan it according. Like if we're going into a 17-year bear market, the sky is falling forever. I'm going to be accumulating Bitcoin. I'm going to be accumulating H-bar. I'll be accumulating Solnic. I'll be accumulating VeChain. I'll be accumulating Link and Solana. So there you go. A lot of Bitcoin FUD. Epstein created Bitcoin. 27-year bear market. There you go. That's what I'll be accumulating for 27 years. Girlfriend is saying you look better without the beard. He said, bro, chill. My girl's in this chat. If you're scared, just DCA. Are we cooked? We? There is no we, Jesse. What do you think about Jam? I don't think about other men. Not even a little. Not one day have I thought about another man. Opinion on Pulse Chain. Man. How about Sui? I think Sui's a real project. It has a lot of inflation, though. Are you in any longs? I think it's a scalper's market. I would not be... Listen, here's the deal. Like, as far as trading goes right now, I don't think it's wise to be doing swing trades right now. I think the meta is just to do scalps. That's my opinion. So, am I any longs currently? I was in a long on Ethereum this morning. But, like, I'm not trying to be in my trades for more than a couple hours. Buying spot, yes. Yes. Buying spot, yes. That's a different question than what I was asked, though. But, yeah, like, as far as, like, leverage trading, I'm not trying to be in trades for more than, like, 4 hours. The top is in, boys. 126 was the top. Okay. And then what? Talk about XRP. I'm fine with my XRP bag. I think XRP will hit a new all-time high at some point. I still have a lot of XRP. I'm not accumulating XRP, though, unless we get under $1. I already sold 40% of my XRP at $3.33. Publicly, I did that. So I still own 60% of my XRP. I am neither buying here nor am I selling here. My average price is about 30 cents. I don't mind the structure of XRP, actually. But I don't have any interest in buying XRP until we get to like $1. Personally. And I don't even know if that's going to happen. Can you bench press more without the beard? I don't know, bro. Probably. I'm a little bit more aerodynamic on the bench press. I don't know. The last time I maxed out was 355. I tried to deadlift 495 today and I failed. Sonic Wyckoff, you could make a strong argument that it's in the spring. Are you familiar with communal open interest delta? No. Is Bitcoin bullish on a long enough time frame? Always. What's the next low for Bitcoin? The next move for Bitcoin is to 103. And then, you know, we can talk about a new low from there if we get rejected. Next low, listen, that's not happening. 50K is not happening. The lowest and the worst case scenario that we're going to get is 69K. I'm sure. Someone clip that. Oh, I'll shave my head if we go to 50K. How about that? I'm sure, bro. I've been in this for a decade. Name me a time we went lower than the previous all-time high. For a decade. I'll shave my damn head if we go to 50K. How about that? It's not happening. I hope it does. I hope I have to shave my head because I will buy a full Bitcoin. Nope, it did not go last cycle. Wrong. See, that's the difference between wicks and structure. Y'all don't understand the difference between wicks and structure. Let's learn you something. Where did the bottom go? Where was the last all-time high? Let's talk about it. Okay, so where did we wick to? Let's start there. 19K. Okay. Where is the structure of the top? $16,000. Where did we go to? Y'all don't understand the difference between a wick and a top. By the way, that's just a little bit of support. That's really not even that much support. When you get down to brass tacks. Let's see how many days of support this is. We have a month of support there. And we got caught. Let's talk about 69K and the 60K range. You have a year of support over here, which is 12x. And then you also have 180 days. No, 253 days. So there's nearly 2 years of support of chopping at 60 to 70 K. It's not happening. And every single bear market, every single time we pull back, greed shows up the other way. People think that greed is only at the top. No, it is not. I was here in 2022 making videos. People were greedy here. How does that show up? Because everybody and their brother and their mother and their cousin and their wife's boyfriend was saying we were going to 12K. Guess what never came? 12K. Guess how many people were paying attention to crypto November of 2022 and did not buy because they were greedy? They wanted to be the guy to buy the absolute bottom. They wanted to wait and to wait and to wait and to wait. And then they were going to buy at the absolute bottom. That way they're never in the red. And guess what? My brother in Christ, I hope that you are able to do that. But in reality, there is one person that will buy the bottom. I hope it's you. I really do. But it's probably not going to be. The 4-year cycle is dead, bro. We're going to be lucky to get 17 weeks of 17K minimum, 50K minimum, boys. Okay. Okay. All right. What in the world? Yes, you are correct. After betting my beard 10 separate occasions, having skin in the game 10 separate times, being correct 10 separate times, my beard grew. I finally got. So let me ask you, if you get 10 things right on the test and you get one wrong, did you fail the test? Or do you still have an A? Let me know. See, I love it when bears get confident. It makes me think that we're going to get a bounce like now. When bears get this level of confidence, this is a good thing. A good thing. Okay. I'll shave my head if we go to 50K. Ooh, it's not happening. So you're telling me that we're getting through 2 years of support? I'm telling you right now, bro, there is not a world where we get through 2 years of support and then we're just going to break right through that. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. That's an 8-year bear market. That's what that means. How come Solnik's been holding stronger than he? I don't know, bro. I'm buying. Listen, Alex is my friend. I'm not going to talk bad about he. What I'm personally doing for Solnik is I'm buying $1,000 per month of Solnik and 20% of all that I make. I will be doing that until we make a new all-time high. Cycle delayed, not canceled. $50-week EMA bear market. Yeah, that's the thing. Even the weekly EMA, bro. Even the 200. Like, you're telling me we're getting below the 200 weekly EMA and 2 years of support? It's not happening. And if it does, something has broken Bitcoin in a way that it's not recovering anytime soon. And I don't know what can break Bitcoin. I know the government can't do it. Well, so what's going to break Bitcoin? It doesn't matter anyways. I haven't seen my man Mike this entire time. I haven't seen you one time, bro. Not one live stream have I seen you. And bro's beating his chest now. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Said, dude, Jam is cocky right now. That's cool. I have a video of him being cocky at 25K. Here you go. Here's 25K. And my man was certain that the top was in. Let's see it.
Try to warn them, man. You try to warn them. Now I know what the comments are going to be like, bro. We have.
You can see it right here. 25,000. $25,000. This is 2 years ago. If you're bearish every single day, you're going to be right one day. I promise. That I can guarantee it. Play it? Okay. I mean, you could watch the video.
I mean, this is only 25K, bro. Bottom was 16K. Okay.
Only 25K. You heard it.
Okay. But nobody cares about Bitcoin. Look at alts. Literally half of altcoins here are printing fresh new lows. Here's this.
There you go. You go watch the video. My man's been bearish every day since 2022. Every day since 2022. Everyone wants someone to be their savior. I am not your savior. I am not your savior. Wrong since December 2024. Who is? Who's been wrong since 2024? Because I bet my beard April. I know you're not talking about me because I bet my beard April 7th, 2025 that the bottom was in at 74K and we would go to 118K. I know you're not talking about me. I know you're not talking about me. April 7th, 2025. Bottom's in, boys. $118. I just know you're not talking about me. I just know you don't have your hands in the Kool-Aid with the wrong flavor. He says he's been saying that we're cooked since I can remember. Bro, like literally, I have a video of him in 2022. Right here. I have a video of him in 2022 saying we're cooked. Bitcoin was at $25,000. When are we buying Solnic this month? I bought Solnic this morning. I bought $1,000. I'll still be buying 20% of all I've earned. But about every 15th of the month is when I'm going to buy, around this time every month, I'm buying $1,000 worth of Solnic. Are you bearish on LCX, XYO, Rose? No. But listen, I'm spending my energy on Bitcoin. That's what I'm spending my energy on right now. What do you like about so much about Solnic? BYOB, be your own bank. There's a staking app already out. Swap app is coming out. Lending app protocol. Yield farming protocol. Feature link documentary. 100% of the supply is circulating. Most alts are cooked. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. That's why, like, you know, through the one thing that I've learned through this is I'm going to have way bigger of a position in Bitcoin always. Bitcoin was already the biggest portion of my portfolio, but it's always going to be significantly the biggest. Like, I think that's a fair assessment. Long-term hold, yes. Listen, if we're going into a 27-year bear market, here's what I'll be buying for the next 27 years every month. Okay, we're not going into a 27 month bear market or a week bear market or a year bear market. But you want to say the sky is falling. I still believe I will be accumulating all of these projects for 27 years. Bitcoin, HBAR, Solana, Solnic, VeChain, Link. That's what I'll be accumulating. If XRP goes below $1, I will probably add that to the list, but I have a big enough bag right now that I'm good on that. What's your wallet recommendations? To just have one. I think they all work just fine. Ton of liquidity at 112, 100%. How quickly sentiment will change if we get to 112? As far as, I mean, Arculus is good. EPAL is good. The Ledger is good. Phantom is good. Exodus is good. They're all good. Just have one. That's my recommendation. Solnic is just your influencer token, sir. We know how they end up. I did not create Solnic. Let me know of one that's performed better. It's still up from the time I started talking about it. I started talking about it at 50K. Had multiple bear markets, had multiple bull markets. I've given away 500,000 US dollars worth. I burned $200,000 worth. It's attached to my legacy. If that's what you want to say, that's correct. If that's your assessment, like, I understand it's attached to my legacy and I will be pushing it, buying it, developing it for the next 27 years, then sure, that's fair. That's fair. %90 is still a win. I think it's like 92%, really. Like 92%, really. Phantom, Jupiter, Radium, Soulflare wallet, Coinbase wallet, Crypto.com wallet. Why bullish on ICP? ICP structure is good. Like, this to me, even throughout all the turmoil, like, what? Okay, so I don't know if you were watching my stream when ICP was pumping, and I theorized that this was a spring. Where is ICP? Here it is. So I theorized that this was a spring, and I said what I want to see happen. I said, so when we were up here at like $8, $9, I said, I expect us to come back and backtest this range. And as long as it holds it and doesn't lose it, so $4, then this is a spring right here. So relatively, ICP structure is held very, very strongly. And that to me is a very good sign. No beard. Cap. Somebody ban that Zach guy. Dano, can you ban that Zach guy? That's an imposter, I'm pretty sure. Where is the way of Bitcoin going? 103 is the next move to me. And then it's going to be a battle. Are the bulls going to reclaim or are we going to get rejected? Are the bulls going to reclaim or are we going to get rejected? Listen, I like a lot of coins. I like ICP. I like Rose. I'm just telling you, like, I'm keeping things simple. Like, I still have ICP, but I'm telling you what I'm going to be accumulating. You're not accumulating XRP. I have plenty of XRP. XRP is fine. I'm holding XRP. I won't be adding to my price on XRP is like 30 cents. I'm good on XRP until it gets back to $1. Like, that's my thoughts on XRP. ETH is fine. ETH is fine to hold. ETH is fine to accumulate. I don't personally, like, it's just a personal thing for me, but I think, like, for you, ETH is fine. There's nothing wrong with Ethereum. Thank you for the gifts. What's good? What is good? All right, guys, we're going to do our sponsor video one more time here. Real quick, I want to thank my sponsor for today's video, Stargate. Real quick, I want to thank my sponsor for today's video, Stargate. Stargate is one of the best platforms to connect your wallet on your VeChain. Stake your VeChain. It's as simple as connect your wallet, stake your VeChain. VeChain has some of the best partnerships in all of the cryptocurrency space. VeChain has some of the best partnerships in all of the cryptocurrency space. Head over to, if you want to start earning yield on your VeChain now, head over to Stargate. You can use my link in the description. Thank you, Stargate, for sponsoring this live stream. All right. Thank you, Stargate, for sponsoring this live stream. Disappointed with AVAX. Everything's disappointing until it's not. ETH will see super cycle like Bitcoin. I think that's probable. Will we dump to 85 before heading to 10K? I think it's more likely to dump to 85 after 100K, actually. Like, if we're going to see 85, to me, it's after 100K. There's just too much. I think the daily candle has already closed. So let's see what the daily was on Bitcoin. Like, where did we close today? So the body was 92. To me, the body needs to hold a 90. Today is actually green right now, and we're actually sloping to the upside. I want to see what is the fear. What's the updated fear and greed? Today, 15. What does CMC have it as? 15 as well. Wow. 2 15s in a row. This is a tie for CMC. It's never been lower than 15 ever. Thank you, Irish Dano. It's doubled, brother. The ton. Oh, I apologize. I understand what happened there. Tom Lee called for a bottom on crypto today. What do you think of that? I don't know who Tom Lee is, but I think there's a strong argument to be made that the 28-day low is in, and we're going to test, 103, 107. And to me, like, that's going to be the decider. Can we get back to 112? To say, like, the bottom is in, Bitcoin needs to get back to 112 and hold it. But if you want to make an argument that, like, the few week bottom is in and we're going to go to 103, I would strongly agree with that. But I'm not willing to say, like, hey, the bulls are going to reclaim this until we get back to 112. I don't know who Tom Lee is. But the bulls are not going to be in control of this market until we get back above 112 and hold it. Hopefully that answers your question. Why do you think VeChain is a good long-term hold? Look at their partnerships, bro. Their tokenomics are excellent. Their partnerships are crazy. The technology is crazy. What's up with your new look? A Lannister pays his debts. Tom Lee is the chairman of BMNR. Ski, sorry to say, we're not going above 112, bro. Just not. And not ever? I'm not predicting we go above 112. I'm telling you what needs to happen for the Bulls to be back in charge. Like not ever? Never again? Never. Not even 10 years from now. New look means new all-time high. We will next cycle. When is next cycle? 3 months from now? I don't think... Listen, I'm not predicting 112 right now. What I'm saying is 112 is the number, the line in the sand where the Bulls are back in charge. What I'm predicting is a move to 103 to 1012, somewhere in there. No, it's not going to be 2 years from now. One thing I am sure of is this idea that we're going into a 4-year bear market is dead. Like, that is done. 2026, I'll buy that for $1. I'll buy that for $1. But this idea, see you in 4 years, like, that's dead. Bitcoin will 100% touch 1 mil in the future. I agree. Someday. The NVIDIA earnings report tomorrow going to affect crypto. 100% is going to affect crypto. See you in 6 months. I'll buy that. Like, you want to say see you in 6 months? I'll buy that. Like, let me show you what a bear market looks like now, in my opinion. Here's like the new bear market model. It's November of 24 through April. That's the new bear market. Like, there's no like see you in 4 years. Like, that's dead. $80K is on the tables. Four years played out to a T. Then why did we make a new all-time high before we were supposed to? Did it play out to the T? Because Bitcoin was at an all-time high at the halving. It wasn't supposed to do that for a year. No, it is not. Who's the new guy? Right? Right? Who's the new guy? Who is this guy? Make sure you guys drop a follow. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Because institutions are loading 100%, right? So that is what's fundamentally different about this game. Institutions aren't going to crash it. It's all been retail led until this point. There was no BlackRock ETF. There was no Charles Schwab. There was no Fidelity. There was none of these major players that were in the game. That did not exist. That did not exist. They do not play the game like that. They're not going to play the retail BS game. That's dead. I've been here, bro. Same, bro. I've been in this game for a decade. Like, people will talk out of both sides of the mouth. They say it's different this time, and then they say it's not different. Like, it's different, and that means it's different. BlackRock now selling like mad. Are they selling forever and they're never buying again? Is that what you think? Sure, I'll believe that they're selling. Sure. Are they selling and just they're done with Bitcoin now? No. Is that what they said? Is that what they told you, bro? They said institutions said they're going to wait for the noise to go away. Is that what they said? Crypto's a scam. The US dollar's a scam. The US dollar is down 98% of the purchasing power since 1971. What do you call that? That's a scam. If my house lost 98% of the value, I'd be pissed. If my Bitcoin lost 98% of the value, I'd be pissed. But the US dollar has lost 98% of the purchasing power, and we are willy-nilly about that. That's a scam. What's a scam is going to your 9 to 5, working for 40 years, only for them to print the dollar to oblivion and cut your purchasing power, what you worked for 40 years for, in half in a matter of 5 years. That's a scam. Oh shit, I got an octopus. That's a scam. Working for another man's legacy